Hey, good morning, everyone. We are back, and we have a very special. All of my guests are very special, but this is a very, very, very special person here, Barbra Gentry-Pugh, who is also a co-author in the book. And I have to apologize for the stream just went down. I told y'all things were happening today, but the enemy is not going to win. I'm going to tell you that.
Not at
So
all.
we're going to keep on rolling on this thing. My website is acting up. If y'all are having any kind of issues going to the website, you shouldn't, but if you do, just let me know, because I will straighten all that out in the next hour or so, because we're just gonna go on. All right.
Technology is wonderful when it's working. So
It is,
it's
and
wonderful.
it is frustrating. It can be driving you crazy and stuff, but it's okay. I've been dealing with technology a long time, and Barbara can attest to the fact that technology will get to you. So we just gonna
Yes,
go on
very much.
anyway.
Yes.
We just gonna go on. So before we get going, Barbara, I would like for you to tell everyone who you are, who you serve, and the results that someone can get when they work with you. And if you're all here, there's thunder and lightning going on. So if for
Wow.
some reason this broadcast goes out, I'll be back some kind of way. But I'm going to put you on the stage right now, Barbara. Please let us know about you, your business, and what results people can expect from working with you.
Well, thank you, Carol, for this opportunity. It's just been exciting to be a part of this project. I am an author, I'm a speaker, I'm a coach, and I'm a certified international transformational coach. And I serve my primary audience is Christian women, women of faith. I'm also a certified biblical counselor. And so what I do is I try to coach women to face real life challenges by providing real life solutions so that they can live healthy, balanced lives. And this is done through transformational relationships. God designed us to be all that He designed us to be. And He wants us to be the best that we can be so that we can give Him the best service. And we can't do that if we're living fractured lives. So,
Oops. I'm here. I'm here. That is so
okay.
true. Sorry. I was trying to fix something. I'm trying to
Okay.
multitask in the background, but
Right.
I just left that alone. I love what you do. I really do. I've loved it from the beginning when I first met you, and we were tasked with bringing all of your websites together into one place so you could
Absolutely.
really have that platform that you can go on. And you are, how many books have you
Oh
authored
my goodness. I
altogether?
think I've lost count. I think I've been a part of 13 anthologies, maybe 14 with this one.
Wow.
And then I co-authored a workbook that went to my book. So it's about 13, I think.
That's
13,
amazing.
14.
That
Yeah.
is amazing. And how many times have you been a bestseller?
This is the second time.
Yes, I
Second
love it.
time.
I love it.
So
I
I
love it. I
just
love
love
it.
that time. I love the sound of being a bestseller.
I know, right? All right. That's what I tell everybody. Like, I create best-selling authors. That's what I do. So I love it. And I'm so glad that you're here and that you're a part of this project. Your story really shines, like all the co-author stories shine. So tell us a little bit about the story that you put in the book. Don't tell us everything because we want people to go there, but just, the gist of it.
Well, when I saw that you were doing the book, I immediately thought about my mom. My mom passed away at an early age of 43.
Wow.
And I just, she was the epitome of a godly woman. She was a pastor's wife. I come from a large family. I have 5 brothers and 3 sisters. And I just watched her just navigate life with faith and resilience. I don't think I ever saw my mother angry. I don't think I ever
Wow.
saw my mother raise her voice or just get frustrated with life. And she had many challenges. And just growing up in a pastor's home, you can imagine there were times when my dad wasn't there. And my
Right.
mom, and when you think of a mom being a mompreneur, that's why I fell in love with it. I thought that is so awesome because really, moms, it's a business. When you really
Yeah.
think about it, your home is your business. And that's kind of how
Right.
I saw her. She managed the home. And so she was a manager of everything while my dad was gone. Can you imagine having 9 children?
No, not at
Being
all.
responsible for 9 children?
No, no.
and keeping everything together when my dad would go run revivals or if he was, gone for church work. So I just thought it was an awesome opportunity to acknowledge her legacy.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to talk about her strength, her quiet strength. And I
Mm-hmm.
just admired her, how she handled things. I don't think I, do that as well as she does, but I just enjoyed seeing her, how she just navigated life and life's problems. And when she got ill, my baby sister was just a baby.
Yeah.
When she passed away, she was like
Mm.
5.5 years old. So it was
Wow.
so many challenges, and she was in the hospital for months at a time. And
Mm.
we lived in Lubbock, Texas, and
Mm.
she was in Galveston, Texas, at John Seeley Hospital. I'll never forget it. Um, and just that whole ordeal, I thought she just handled everything with grace. And I just wanted to share that story.
That is beautiful. Your story is awesome as well. So I did have the opportunity because I needed to edit things. I went through everyone's story and I think I had to stop right at the end of everyone's story and just kind of take a breath and take
Mm,
it in. Because some of them were so, I mean, all of them are powerful, but
yeah.
powerful in different ways and what they talked about. And you are actually the second person you'll see. I think the person that's the co-author that's coming on either at 11 or 12, they talked about the same thing about their mom being the
Mhm.
head of the house, running the business of the house, and how that is entrepreneurship. I never really thought
Mhm.
about it that way, but if you think about all the things that parents have to do, or what we have to do, sometimes you can see how it's a business. It is a business,
Yeah.
running your family, keeping everything
Managing.
together,
Mhm.
not to mention the kids, but the husband and the outside world. So,
The church
moms,
world, the church,
the
yeah,
church
church.
world. Yes, yes, indeed. I remember my mom, I think I was probably born in church. I don't know. It just seems like, and we were at church all the time, every week, every
Yeah.
Wednesday night,
Yeah.
every whatever was going on. My mom was deep in the workings of the church because she was a secretary and
Mhm.
something, I don't know, they did something to her to tick her off. And she
Mm.
just like, I'm through with y'all for like 3 years. And we stayed
Wow.
home. We had church in the living room. And she was like, I'm never going back to them, blah, blah, blah.
Wow.
And then all of a sudden, I guess they worked it out. Then we were back in church, but it wasn't, it was kind of the same, thing. Whatever she took on with gusto and she
Mhm.
did it. So you could never say, that was subpar. That was not my mom. She was above par. She was doing all the things. So I'm so glad that you got to share that
Yeah.
and showcase her along with these other moms. And so I wanted to ask you, even though she wasn't an entrepreneur, how did your mom inspire you to be an entrepreneur?
Just to never give up. Just to hang in there. I mean, just to have that faith
Hmm.
that I don't know how it's going to work out, but just to trust God to know that it's going to work out.
Hmm.
And being an entrepreneur is a challenge, can be
Yeah.
a challenge. There's
Hmm.
ups and downs, and sometimes you stop and think, and you have to go back and say, God, is this really what you told me to do?
Exactly. I say
And
that a lot.
yes, and so I think I just saw her resilience, her perseverance, and just that quiet strength that she had to endure so much. When she was ill, she kept going.
Mm,
She would, at one time she was in a wheelchair,
wow.
and she would go in the kitchen in the wheelchair and she would cook. And I was married at that time, and I'd go by there. And she just never gave up,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
just didn't complain or give in to what was going on. She just continued. So it just told me that you can achieve anything if you
Right.
have the faith to do it.
That is so true. We have to lean on that because, as
Mhm.
I've said many times before and will continue to say, entrepreneurship is not for the faint of heart.
It
And there
is
are so
not.
many things that go on. It's one thing to go to a job. Nothing against the people who have jobs. Nothing against that at all. I'm just the entrepreneur. I'm the other E. I'm not the employee. I'm the entrepreneur. But just to get up every day and know that, hey, if I make money today, it's on me. If I
Yeah.
don't make money today, it's on me. And I don't have entrepreneurs don't have that convenience of, well, I'll just, call out tomorrow, or I'll just take a week off and the check is still going to come in the mail. We still got to keep going. So
Keep
what
going.
is it? What is it within us? And sometimes I think we look within ourselves so much that we drain everything out. We can't do everything ourselves. Because that was the impetus for writing this, for getting this project going, for writing it, for getting it out there, because we need help. You know,
Yeah.
we can't do all this stuff on our own. And I honestly don't believe that God expects us to. He expects us to get help, to look to him for help, to look to others for help. And
Absolutely.
that's exactly what this project is going to do. What are your thoughts about the project overall now that you've seen it? Because everybody else hasn't seen it. Unless you buy the book, you know, the link is right down there. Y'all need to go buy it. Barbra. And you're looking at it after we presented the whole thing, everybody's together. What are your thoughts about it?
Well, I just thought it was kind of unique. I looked up MOM-preneur because I just kind of want to have the really right idea about what a MOM-preneur was all about. And I saw that the term wasn't even mentioned or popular until around 1994.
Right. Yeah.
And so I read about it. I thought, oh, that's kind of interesting. But I think what inspired me, you know, I love devotionals. I write a devotional every week. But I think this project took it a step further.
Right.
You know, I mean, it can encourage you along the way. And the way you have set it up, you can go back and have thoughts about what you did and then how you can improve. And I think it's a wonderful tool for those that want to work through the whole challenge of being a mompreneur.
Right.
Which I think is an entrepreneur, because I think all moms are entrepreneurs.
We are. Yes. You put a different perspective on there, because I had never thought about it as the mompreneur of the home. You know, I know moms work as, you know, I know my work and what I do. If I stop doing a whole bunch of stuff, the house would just go, burp. I mean, you know, I'm just gonna be real. I'm just gonna be real. But my husband has a part in it too. He does his part, I do my part. We kind of work together. But I think that even looking at it as, wow, I'm really running this organization. Moms are running the organization. And even though the Bible says that, you know, we are the weaker vessel. I just think it's all physical in that way. Like men have more muscle, they have thicker skin, they are, you know, usually bigger, stronger, but we are weaker in just our physicality.
Right.
You know, no woman is going to take on a man and beat him up. Well, most of them won't, unless they have steroids or something. But we each have these different things that we need to do in life, and God did it for a reason. He made men do this, he had women do this. People try to blur the lines, but in the end, it really goes back, because we flourish when we nourish. Woo, that rhymed. How did I do that?
That's pretty good. That's good.
We do. We flourish when we nourish, and women want to nourish each other, and especially entrepreneurs, because like I said, it's lonely if we don't know someone else is, or who's thinking about this. What about the people right now who thought, I'll never get a business, I'll never do that, I don't ever see myself, and then they see this book and they're like, well, I might need some inspiration. Let me see what you're talking about.
And you can do both. I mean, I kind of entered business kind of through the back door, because I worked as a nurse for 40 years. And what I experienced in the nursing and in my biblical counseling, it set me up to what I'm doing right now. So I wasn't really an entrepreneur until about 5-6 years ago, well, maybe about 10 years ago, when I actually started. And so I had to go back to God and said, I mean, is this really what you want me to do?
Come on, God, tell me the truth now. Were you faking with me or what?
But he gave me this passion for women and hurting women. And I work with so many patients. I worked for years in critical care, and then I worked in behavioral health. And what I saw was there's so many people that were dealing with emotional issues and spiritual issues that made them sick and kept them that way. And so we don't have to walk around. God wants to heal us the way he designed us, mind, body, and spirit. And that's why I became an international transformational coach. Is God wants to transform our lives. He wants to help us to be all that he has designed us to be. And so it kind of started with my first book, when I talked about the issues of life and how the physical heart, comparing it to the spiritual heart, and all the diseases, some of the diseases that we deal with every day is because we haven't dealt with our emotional and spiritual issues.
You're so right.
And so God gave me a passion for that when I took care of patient after patient after patient that came in with a bleeding ulcer, or were struggling with addiction, it's
Mm-hmm.
all because they were dealing with some underlying issues. And that just became my passion. And so that's why I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Well, it is much needed. It is much
Yeah.
needed work. And
Yeah.
you and I have had conversations, there's some things about my family, my daughter, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, everybody goes through things, but I say that we have to use whatever it is, work through it, not really get over it, but get through it, get to the other side so we can help others. Because there's some people out there I know right now who are still dealing with similar things, still dealing with so much stuff, and they don't know what to do. They don't have a path. Maybe they don't believe in God. Maybe they don't have a spiritual life. Maybe they don't know how to pray, or, just anything. And I would like to direct you to the book. Go buy the book.
Yeah.
CSIcorporation.com/mom book, because we got
Mhm.
some powerful prayers in there. We
Yeah.
have inspiration. We have spotlight. We've spotlighted a couple of other entrepreneurs who weren't actually the co-authors, and the co-authors,
Right.
y'all poured your heart and soul into this thing. And we have a balance here, because we don't live on an island by ourselves. Our businesses
Absolutely.
they don't work by themselves. We have to have other people in order to make our businesses work. And we have to have things that we can kind of reach out to and do, and apps and software and books and all of that. So all of that together is helping us to be the entrepreneur that we are. And I want to thank you for being a part of that. We're going to take a quick break. I have a little commercial for you guys, so y'all watch that. We'll come back. And then, Barbara, I want to hear what you would say to someone who's thinking about purchasing this book. So we'll be right back. All right, we are back. Y'all saw that. I love that video. I'm just always, when I play it, I'm just like moving around and stuff, because visual is, I'm a visual person. I'm a graphic designer, I'm an artist and all that. So I love, beautiful things.
I'm visual too. I just love pretty stuff.
Yes, it inspires
Make it look pretty.
Yes, definitely. So now, Barbara, what would you say to someone, an entrepreneur out there who's looking at this and saying, I don't know if this book is for me? What would you say to them?
I would say this book is for you.
Yes, definitely.
There are times when we pick up something and it's just for us, just for that day or just for that moment. And just the prayers alone are inspiring. And then the stories will encourage you. And I just like the way you laid out the process of how to walk through. And sometimes when we have time to really stop and think about what we're dealing with, when we think about it, and then you have a tool that you can go to help you navigate that. I think this is a book that you have to purchase, because it will help you get through the journey of entrepreneurship. Whether you're a mom or not a mom, you need the book.
Definitely.
It's a beautiful gift, just a Mother's Day gift.
It is. That's what we designed it for moms. Showcasing. Showcasing other moms. And I wanted to do this. Hold on one second. It worked. All right. So we want to make sure that we thank all of our sponsors, because those sponsors, they helped us so much. And I think we had over 25 sponsors for this book. And look at all those beautiful co-authors there. We just look like a bad set of women, right? We are bad mama jammas.
Absolutely.
But the sponsors, thank you so much for believing in the book, coming into the book. And then, Barbara, the book went to bestseller before we even did.
I couldn't believe it when you said you didn't even promote it and it went to bestseller. Wow, that is awesome. So that's just a testament that you need to get the book.
Yes, definitely.
You became a bestseller before it was even promoted.
Right, because we were launching it to get to bestseller, but now our goal is to get to number one. Let's see if we can get to number one. We need you guys to help us. Absolutely. Because we want this message to get out to everyone who needs to hear it, wants to hear it. Maybe they don't even know that they need this, but they do, because those prayers and inspirations are very important. I know for me, sometimes I just look around and I want to, I just want to do something. What is it? My brain is so filled. Maybe like today, when things aren't working the way they need to, I reach for something, say a prayer, and like I
Absolutely.
said, the enemy will not win. It will not win. I'm telling you. So,
And,
oh
and,
gosh.
and and God knows what we need at every moment. All we have to do is just act on it. So act on picking up this book and don't just get one copy, get 10, 12, 20 copies and give them as gifts.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Y'all get
Yeah.
10 copies. They're only $1.99. Come on. I know
Only a
y'all.
$1.99. You can't buy much today for $1.99.
You can't, but you get this, you get an awesome value on this. And then next week,
Absolutely.
the paperback will be out so you can physically get it and hold it. But up until then, you can get this. And there's a lot that you can do with the Kindle version of the book and giving
Absolutely.
it for gifts. On Amazon, you can buy as many versions, as many copies as you want. They will give you like a certificate or something, and you can just give it out to people. Isn't that
That
awesome?
is so nice. And
They're
some
not even
people,
expecting.
yeah. And some people want the book in their hand. I want both because sometimes I'm at the doctor's office and I want my Kindle, and
Yeah,
sometimes I just want to curl up with the book. So
exactly.
you know your people and you know what they like. So you can get a copy of the Kindle version and also a hard copy. I can't
Yes,
wait for the hard
definitely.
copy to come out.
Definitely. Oh, there
Yeah.
was one more gift I want to, not gift, but there's one more thing I wanted to showcase. All right, everyone, when you buy the book and you send me the receipt. Now you can screenshot it, you can copy it, whatever. Send me the receipt, and you can do that by wherever you're watching. Just let me know you have the receipt, and we can connect. So you don't have to put it on all social media, or you can go to csicorporation.com and you can connect
Mhm.
with me there. Buy the book. Send me the receipt, and you will be in a drawing to get this beautiful gift from mom and dad.
Very
It's
nice.
the it's yes, really. It is a Mary Kay collection, and this was submitted by Carol Vita Johnson. She is a Mary Kay rep. It's a satin hand shea hand soap, fragrance-free satin hands nourishing shea cream, mint bliss
Mm,
energizing lotion for feet and legs, and foaming beard wash and beard oil. So this takes care of mom and dad at the same time. It's a $72 value. So if you
wow.
to be in a
Yeah.
drawing to get that, please let me know. Oh, and I got one. I didn't mention this on the last one, but there's one more thing that I'm doing. Let me showcase this while Barbara is on here. So you see these, but let me see if I can put it in front of my face. All right, this book right here. This is Activate Your Faith.
Mhm.
This is another journal type. This was done by Nadine Mullings, 90-Day Activate Your Faith Journal. This book was by my first client who entered my bestseller lab, and that not doctor, but she's Marcy Cody. She's an RN too. I think she was 30 years an RN. And
Okay.
then we have this book here. Can y'all? Ooh, it disappeared me. Oh, there we go. There we go. I just have to find out how to do it. It's a purpose-driven entrepreneur daily prayer journal, and I got one.
Wow.
And I'm going to tell you why I'm showing you this in a second. And the 90-day gratitude journal for your business. So I figured out how to do it. So all four of these books, I call it, what did I call it? I wrote it down here. A Year of Journaling Courageously. So all
Mm,
are journal type books, and each
wow.
one is a 90-day. So 4 times 90, that gives you the whole year. So you can journal about your business. You can get your life on track. 90 ways to age vibrantly. You can
Wow.
activate your faith. And guess what? Same thing. If you buy the book today, csicorporation.com/mom book, I'm going to actually do a video about it. If you buy it, send me the receipt that you bought the book. You're going to be in a drawing to get all 4 of these books. And I got them
Oh
in.
my goodness. That's awesome. That
And
is
guess what? They're all bestsellers.
wow.
They're all
You know,
bestsellers.
I've just kind of been inspired. You know, I've been posting every week for what, about 2, 3 years now since I've had the website. I've been
Yes.
doing devotion. It's probably about time I do something.
Yes. Yes. And your devotions are awesome. And guess
Thank
what?
you.
You brought up something really good. It's not that hard to create a book. I mean, even with someone like you who's created 13 or 14 books, God is always giving you new ideas that you
Yeah.
can do. You can take all of those devotions, or as many as you want to, and you can turn it into like, here's the devotion, read it. And then on this page, journal about it. And you
Mhm.
probably only need, even if you did it for 90 days, 90 devotions. Hey, we can talk about it later, but I think that's a great idea.
I've been
Don't
thinking
get
about
me
it for a
started with
while.
ideas.
I've been thinking about it for a while. So
You should do it. You should
yeah,
do it because
I
you
should
don't
do
have
that.
that much to do. And guess what? My first book, I Market Your Business. I think it's 10 ways for entrepreneurs, savvy entrepreneurs to stand out, start profiting. Why can't I say it? I don't know. 10 ways for savvy entrepreneurs to stand out, stop struggling, and start profiting. Okay, thank you. Brain fart. But half of that book was from my blog.
Wow.
I just took the blog article, and now with AI, you can do that. You can turn it into a chapter. So I turned, like I said, half of it. And I had like 50,000 words and 10 chapters. And a lot of that was from my blog. And I just took it, jazzed it up a little bit, rewrote a little bit, wrote some new stuff, and boom, a book. And that book became a #1 international bestseller.
Well, I think I'm ready.
There you go. There you go. You're going to do this. You're going to do this, right?
Do this. Yes.
Yes. So do you have anything that you would like to say before you leave here? But not leave here. I hate saying that. I hate final words because it sounds like you're dying. Before you leave this session, do you have any last words you'd like to say? Thank you, God, for letting me clear that up.
Well, I understand you're going to be doing one for dads as well. And
yes, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Yes.
I was just like to encourage those that want to, be a part of that book to do that, because it's been a wonderful experience. And it's a wonderful opportunity to, leave a legacy for your loved ones. So, yeah, I would just encourage you to be a participant in the dad's book. I'm just going to put the commercial out there for you.
Yes, definitely.
It's a wonderful, wonderful experience. And I'm just really happy that I took part in this, because it's been a rewarding experience, and I can't wait to get a copy of it to read.
Awesome.
And just work through it all. So
yes, I can't wait to hold it in my hands and be able to show it live and all of that too, because it's a great book. We got some great co-authors in there. And thank you for reminding me that, yes, there's going to be prayers and inspiration for dadpreneurs. It's going to come out just in time for, guess what? Father's Day. And we are looking for 4 more authors. At the beginning, when I first came out with this, when God downloaded all this to me, it wasn't my own thoughts. It was God, putting it in my heart, my spiritual download, I like to call it. And I started working on the dad book at the same time. We just didn't get the same interest for some reason. So we're short about 4 authors. And then yesterday, God put it back on my heart. Go out there and say, you need some people, because other people need to experience this. And like you said, you're leaving a legacy for our moms in this book. Let's do the same thing for our dads, because I think dads are undersold so many times and they have so much stuff they have to overcome and all that. So I am searching for 4 authors to be a part of the prayers and inspiration for dadpreneurs. So if you are one, connect with me and we will get this book on, because the book is coming out next month, y'all. But don't worry. I'll take care of you.
And one thing I love about it is how you spotlighted individuals and promoted other books. I mean, it's just not a journal and a devotional or inspirational prayers. It's packed with a lot of components. So I think everyone will definitely enjoy being fed through that. So
thank you so much for that. All right, Barbara, I'm going to let you out of here. We're going to leave with a video, so you can just drop off if you like. We're going to leave with a video from my Marketing Academy. So if y'all don't know anything about that, stay tuned. And thank you so much, Barbara. You are a blessing to get to know you, to finally work with you in a book like this. And who knows where this is going? Just like Dr. Bradford said before, this is a movement. This is a movement.
I really enjoyed her. She's so fun.
She is something else. I'm telling you, she is something. I love her. I've known her since. And on the thing we said when I first met her, and she was introduced to me in becoming an author. She's a co-author in this one. She's a co-author in this one too. She was getting ready to have brain surgery. And she had brain surgery.
I heard that.
And look at her now. You never know. You would never know. No. She's stronger. I think she's feistier than ever now too.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, thank you
so much. Thank you so much, Barbara.
Bye-bye.
All right, y'all. Stay tuned. What's holding you back from hitting go on your marketing plan? Fear, being unsure, imposter syndrome, frustration? That stops now. What if I showed you how to reach your target audience and get them to buy? How to make social media marketing easy? How to understand the power of email marketing? And how to conquer your fear of putting yourself out there? What if I provided you with simple tools
and techniques, easy to implement training that bring you clarity and give you the expertise and the know-how to convert marketing into money. Hey there, I'm Carol J. Dunlop, the online wild strategist and 6-time best-selling author. I teach purpose-driven entrepreneurs just like you to convert marketing into money. If you're a purpose-driven entrepreneur who's ready to stop allowing fear and frustration to keep you stuck and instead embrace clarity, authority, and expert instruction to convert your marketing strategies into money in the bank, then you need to join the Unmarketing Academy. In the Academy, you'll take a deep dive into the tools, techniques, and trainings that helped me and my husband to sustain our successful business in spite of the 2008 recession, 2 major health crises, and of course, the pandemic. The Academy is about replacing expensive, frustrating, and overwhelming marketing practices with simple, easy to implement marketing resources that get you in front of your target audience and get you paid. This Academy is for purpose-driven entrepreneurs who crave simple marketing strategies, coaches who need real-life trainings to take the overwhelm out of marketing, small business owners who are ready to conquer their fear of putting themselves out there, service providers who want to use social media and email marketing effectively, action takers who are ready to go live without fear. Marketing your business successfully takes work and marketing. Without marketing, they don't know you exist. If you're ready to convert your marketing into money, you need to join the Unmarketing Academy.
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for being a part of this. Remember, go get the book. It's right down there. CSIcorporation.com/mom book. And then stay tuned. We'll be back at 12 noon with another, 12 noon is Melissa Hinton is the co-author that's coming on. And then at 1 o'clock, it will be Dana Bunyan-Simon who is coming on. I look forward to seeing you then. Thank you so much. And don't forget to get that book. Bye for now.